Hey guys, Zizek here, and this time we are finally going to be playing the Yokai Watch trading card game. I've got Kat with me again. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. So we are using the basic starter decks that come just as they're built. I'm using the Blazion Komajiro one. She's using Jibanyan and Wakapa because it's a cat. So we are going to shuffle up and put our decks down. We're going to deal out the life cards first and draw 5 cards. And yes, we're using Kaijiro sleeves because it's all I had, and there's some kind of deeper irony in that. So we're gonna flip a medal to see who goes first. So what are you gonna call?
That's
Okay. Tails. So I'm gonna go first. So start my turn. Gonna skip all the other steps and go straight to drawing a card. And let's see. My yokai energy is 0, so I'm gonna play Komasan. And the first player can only place 1 yokai, so I can't do anything else, so I'm going to give the turn to her. So she's going to skip all of her steps and draw a card.
please negative buzz. And I'm also going to set Popsicle. I'm going to attack with negative buzz.
Okay. So I'm going to block with Komasan. We both have 100 power, so now we're going to choose if we want to use metals. Secretly choose it behind her back. And so she's going to use a metal and I'm not. So go ahead. So she got face up. So she's going to add 100 to her power because Negative Buzz's power is 100 for 200. The tribes don't match, so it's going to go to her use pile. And Komasan's going to lose because he only has 100 power. So Komasan goes to sleep. She can attack with Popsicle?
Yes.
Alright. I can't block, so I have to draw a life card. And then her turn immediately ends and it comes back to my turn. So on my turn, I get to wake up a yokai. I'll wake up Komasan and draw a card. Alright, so I'm going to place Komajiro. And I'm going to play Mochismo. Okay, and then I'm going to attack. So she can't block with anybody unless she chooses to discard a card or flip a medal. So she's apparently already thinking of what she wants to do. Let me choose who I'm going to attack with first.
Whoops.
Gonna attack with Komasan. I guess she's going to draw a life card.
Yep.
Alright, so that ends my turn and goes to her turn. So she gets to untap her yokai first. And recover her medals. And draw a card.
I'm going to play Ledioni.
Leadoni.
Leadoni. And I'm going to power him up.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Yep, so when you power up, you get to draw a card. Okay, and your second yokai?
I'm going to play Walkappa.
Wakapa? Okay, so what else?
I'm going to charge him up.
So she's going to power up Wakapa to draw a card.
I'm going to attack with Popsicle.
Okay. So...
When Popsicle is put to sleep, tap one opposing yokai.
Okay. So, Okay, so I'm going to choose to block with Komajiro. So it's 200 to 200. So we're both going to choose to see if we want to use our metals. And we reveal.
Oh, hold on. Here you go.
She's cheating.
No, I forgot to set it down.
Put your metal back. So I'm going to flip mine. That went way over there, but it was face up. Hand it to me. Alright. So I'm going to get the power boost, go from 200 to 400, and she'll stay at 200, so Komajiro wins. So Popsicle goes to sleep.
But I get to top this guy.
That's absolutely right. So that sucks. So who's going to attack now?
I get a buzz.
Okay. Okay, since I have no blockers, I can discard a card from my hand or use a medal to try and get a blocker. I'm just going to discard Dazabel. She's a charming, so I'm going to untap Komajiro to block with again, and use Komajiro to block. So we're going to choose to use metals again. And reveal. We both want to use metals. So she'll flip first.
I'm so terrible at this.
She'll flip first. Okay, that's a horrible flip, so She didn't get it,
Cool.
and I gotta flip mine anyways. And I also suck at it. So 200 to 100, Komajiro wins, so Negative Buzz goes to sleep. And she can keep attacking. So does she want to attack or does she want to stop?
Going to attack
She wants to attack with Wakapa.
and draw a card.
Yeah, so when Kappa attacks, she gets to draw a card. And I'm going to try and flip and see if I can wake up Mochismo. So let's see if I get a get. And that was face up. So Mochismo gets to wake up, or untap, and block. So it's 500 to Mochismo's 300. So now we choose to use metals again. We're both gonna choose one, and reveal. We're both gonna flip, so you flip first. Wow! That hit the camera and then flew off and hit me. So try that again. She's
Okay.
apparently never flipped a coin in her life before today, so this is her training.
Okay. This is not okay.
Go ahead. Flip the coin. Okay, that's not a flip. Do it again.
I was like, it fell off my hand.
Come on. That's you're just pulling it off your hand.
I do this. Okay.
That's better. It went under the chair, but it was face down. So now I'm gonna flip mine. And mine's also face down. So we both suck. So after that travesty, she's 600 to my 200, so I'm gonna lose. So Komajiro goes to sleep. And then she has one more attack she can attack with if she wants to.
No.
She's gonna not attack with Lidoni.
Yep.
So it's gonna go to my turn. I get to wake up a yokai, untap all the yokai, recover my medals, and draw a card. Alright, so I'm going to place 2 yokai. I'm going to place B3NK1 first. And now that I've got 4 yokai energy, I'm actually just going to use 3 to play an Undi. So now I'm going to power up, or actually upgrade, B3NK1 to a bigger version. I'm going to power up Mochismo to draw a card. And that's it. So now I'm going to go to the attack phase. So she's only got 1 yokai to block with. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with B3NK1 first. So BKing31 says, when he attacks, your opponent would discard 1 power-up card they have in play. So attack with that, and she has to pick one of her powered-up cards and discard them. So she picks the bottom Lidoni, which is the top one, whatever. So he has 700 power, so who are you going to block with?
I'm not.
Nobody. She's going to take a life card, and that ends my turn and goes to her turn. So she gets to wake up 1 yokai.
I forgot which was which.
You can look, it's okay. So she wakes up Popsicle, untaps everybody, even the sleeping one,
Oh, that's right.
draws a card, and gets her medals back.
I'm gonna put out Hydabat.
Like that. Okay, so she can place 1 more.
And then I'm going to put out All Evil.
All evil.
And I'm gonna power him up twice.
So she's going to power up All Evil twice. And draw 2 cards.
And I'm gonna upgrade Macabre.
Okay, so since he was asleep, he gets to wake up. But she doesn't get to draw a card, though.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm going to attack with Negative Buzz first.
Okay. So he has 300 power, and his ability is, if you have fewer life cards than your opponent, untap Negative Buzz at the end of your turn, which she does at the moment. So, who am I going to block with? Okay, so I'm going to go way over here and block with Undi. He's got 400 power to her 300. So now we're going to choose if we want to use metals. And reveal. And we both said no. So, 400 300, Undi wins, so Negative Buzz goes to sleep. And when Undi wins a battle, I get to draw a card. So who's next? Okay.
I'm going to attack with Wal-Mart.
Okay. So when Macabre attacks, she gets to draw a card. And who am I gonna block with? So she's got 4 more attacks after this. I've only got 3 blockers. Wakaba is 500 power, and the most I have right now is 400. I'm going to block with this little baby Komasan. So we choose to use metals. These, and reveal. Nothing. I put my metal in the back behind me. Okay. So Komasan loses. Komasan goes to sleep. And she has to attack some more. Okay, so we need more attacks?
No.
Okay. So she's gonna end her turn. So I get to wake up a Yokai. Untap all of my Yokai. Get my metals back and draw a card. The first thing I'm gonna do is place a Yokai. I'm gonna place Blazion way over there. Then I'm gonna upgrade Komasan. Okay, I'm not gonna play or upgrade any more Yokai, so I'm just gonna go right to attacking. So she has 4 blockers, including 1 gigantic one. So let's see. Basically, who's gonna get knocked out first is what this is gonna come down to. I'm going to attack with B3 and K1 again. And when he attacks, she has to discard a power-up card in play. So we're gonna discard. So she's gonna discard Wal-Mart's card. Still tapped. No cheating. So he's gonna attack, so he's gonna block what? Popsicle's gonna block. So B3 and K1 has 700 power to her 200. So now we choose to use metals. And reveal. Nothing. So B3 and K1 wins. I wish he had a shorter name. Popsicle goes to sleep, and I get to keep attacking.
Sleep. Or he gets to tap someone.
So when Popsicle goes to sleep, she gets to tap a Yokai. So Komasan's gonna get tapped. Okay, so who's next? Let's go with Undi. So Undi has 400 attack, so he's gonna block it. Don't he? So 400 to 200. So we're both gonna choose receive when you use a metal. And reveal. Nothing. We just don't want to use metals today. So Leonie's gonna get knocked out and go to sleep. And when Undi wins a battle, I get to draw a card. So who's next? Okay. I'm just gonna get it over with and attack with Komajiro now. She's gonna block with Hydabat. So 200 to 300. So we're gonna choose to use metals. And we're gonna reveal we both want to use metals. So she flips first. If she can. That was a bad flip. Just do it again. It's gotta flip like more than once in the air. That's better, but still bad. So flip mine. And mine landed face up. So I get a power bonus. Doesn't mean much. But Hydabat does get knocked out. So, I really want her to lose her last life card. So, Blazion's gonna attack. So she's gonna block with All Evil. And it says it gains power when battling Yokai of the Charming Tribe, and Blazion's brave, so no power bonus, but he doesn't need it. Because he is 600 plus 400, so he's 1,000 power to my Blazion's 400, which you can barely see over there. So now we're going to choose to use metals. Can't use that one. Alright, so we're going to reveal. You both want to use metals, so you flip first. She lands face up. But it doesn't match tribe, so it goes to the use pile. But she does get 600 more power for 1,600 power. So my turn, I land face up, and I'm only going to go to 800. So, Blazion is going to horribly lose. So he's going to go to sleep. And now she has 1 life card left and no one left to block. So I'm going to attack with Mochismo, and she can choose to discard something from her hand if she wants to untap somebody, the matching tribe. And she discards Jibanyan, so she can untap Wal-Kappa. Alright, so Wal-Kappa is going to block, Mochizuo has 400 power plus his ability. If I have a yokai sleeping, he has 300 power. So he is 700 altogether. The yokai's 4. So Wakapa is 400.
Yeah.
So we get to choose to use metals. Doesn't have any to use. So I'm just going to say no to. So Wakapa goes to sleep. So I am all out of yokai to attack with. She's all out of yokai to block with. That's pretty much the end of my turn. So it's going to go to her turn. So she gets to untap one yokai first. Or, sorry, wake up a yokai. You get to untap everybody. Okay, so wake up one.
Negative buzz.
Okay. And she gets her medals back. She already untapped everything. And finally she draws a card.
Use this.
So she's going to play the Do Your Thing action card. So she's going to flip a yokai medal. If the flip is a success, wake up one of your yokai and put a opponent's yokai to sleep. So it's going to go to this card pile. And she's going to flip. So flip. And she got face up, so it's a success. So she's going to wake up one of hers, put one of mine to sleep. So B3 and K1 goes to sleep. Have I mentioned these playmats are too small? So what next?
Alright. I'm going to
Power up Popsicle. And she gets to draw a card.
I'm going to discard Leone.
Okay.
I'm going to play Frostina.
Alright, so Frostina sucks. For me. So do you want to discard anyone else and play new ones? You can play one more. Okay,
Do you want to power her up?
So no more upgrades, but she wants to power up. So it's equal power, so it's a power up, and she gets to draw a card. And she drew another Frostina, so she gets to power up again. Because she needs bigger yokai. And draw a card. Are you serious? So Frostina's deck is full now, because it can only have 4 cards, but she still gets to draw a card. Alright, so what now?
Negative buzz.
Negative buzz, and draw one more card.
And I finally ran out of power-ups.
Darn.
Did I? So
she's gonna go to the attack step. Okay, so she gets to attack. I don't have anyone to block with, so she's gonna pick Negative Buzz.
Yep.
And I could try to untap someone or discard from my hand, but I think I'm just gonna take the life card because I'm running out of cards. I've only got 4 in my hand. So that ends her turn, goes right to my turn. You get to wake up one yokai. It's gonna be B3 and K1. Untap everybody here. Get my medals back and draw a card. Okay, first, I'm going to discard this Blazion and replace it with a Dazabel. And then I'm going to power up the Dazabel, pretend I put it underneath it, draw a card. Then I'm going to power up B3 and K1 and draw a card and power him up again. So it's going to end up looking like this. Yeah, and draw a card. Then I'm going to power up Mochizuo to draw a card. Then I'm going to power up Undi, because I just have all the power-ups now, and draw a card. And I'm going to be stupid, I think, because I want more cards. Since I can place 2 yokai, and I already placed 1, I'm going to discard Komojiro and play a Shmoopy. And then I'm going to power up Shmoopy to draw a card, and power it up again to draw a card. And then I can upgrade Dazabel. And I'm finally done. So time to start attacking. So she's got 1, 2, 3 things to block with, and I have 6 things to attack with. She's got 1 life card left. She has both her medals, and she has 3 cards in hand?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we gonna do? Let's go ahead and start attacking with Dazabel, way over here. So who are you gonna block with?
No one.
So you're not gonna block?
Nope. Didn't want to
Alright,
get there.
she's gonna take it. So that ends my turn. It's gonna go to her turn now.
Okay.
So she gets to wake up one yokai. She She wakes up Hydabat, gets her medals back, untaps, and draws a card.
Power up all evil.
Okay, so power up to draw a card. Your stack is full now too.
Gonna power up Negative Buzz.
Another full stack. Draw a card.
Draw a card. Gonna power up.
Oh my gosh.
Hydabat.
Hydabat. Draw a card.
Hydabat again.
Stop it. Power up and draw a card. Can't tell once you get towards the later turns of this game. You just power up and draw cards like crazy.
Power up Popsicle.
Okay. And draw a card. By the way, you lose the game if you run out of cards in your deck. Just FYI.
I'm going to replace
So
Macabre.
discarding Wakapa to play Lidoni.
Yep.
And power him up 10 times. There's the first one.
Power him up.
Power up to draw a card. And up again. Draw a card. Power up Popsicle to a full stack and draw a card. Jeez.
Finally ran out.
She finally ran out. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4 full stacks and 2, 3 of a stack. Alright, so now she gets to attack. So she has 6 gigantic yokai. And I've got 1 life card left, but she doesn't have any life cards left. And I've got 5 to block with. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to attack with Udoni first.
Okay. So Lidoni has an ability that says when it attacks, she has to pick an opposing yokai that gets to block him. So who's going to block? Machismo. So he has to block. So Machismo has 500 power to Lidoni's 800. So we get to choose to use metals. And reveal. So I'm going to use mine. That was not a flip. Also not a flip. What's going on? And I failed. So Machismo is going to get knocked out. He goes to sleep. Who's next?
No. I'm going to attack with Frostina.
Frostina's going to attack. How much power does Frostina have?
Attack 1200.
She has 1200. And her ability is, if she wins a battle, it says tap all other yokai of the same tribe. That's worded really stupidly, so I'm just going to say that it means the yokai she was battling against. So I have 2 brave and 2 charming. It doesn't really matter who I block with. But she is 1200. I'm gonna try and block with B3 and K1. So he's got 1100 to her 1200. So we're gonna choose to use metals. And reveal. We're both gonna use them so she can flip first. Alright, so it landed face up. And my turn. Mine landed face up, but my tribe symbol doesn't match, so it's gonna go to the use pile. So we both got face up, so it's gonna be 1800 to my 1700. 1600. Yeah. 18 to 16. Yeah. So I lose. So B3 and K1 goes to sleep. And next attack.
I'm going to attack with Negative Buzz.
Attack with Negative Buzz.
Negative Buzz, yeah.
And it is 500. I don't have anyone that big. And I don't have any more medals to flip to try and get power bonuses. I can block with Undi for 500 power, but she has 2 medals she can use. Shmoopy has 800. I'm gonna block for Shmoopy, actually. Shmoopy blocks for 800 to your 500, so choose to use a medal. She's going to. I don't have anything to choose. She flips. And that's face down. So Shmoopy actually wins that one. So Megadabuzz goes to sleep. And she has 3 more to attack with if she wants to.
Attack with Hydabat.
Attack with Hydabat. And Hydabat cannot be blocked by yokai in the Charming tribe. So Undi has to block. So here's Undi. These mats aren't big enough. So Undi is 500 to Hydabat's 500. So she chooses to use metals. I don't have anything to choose. She's gonna flip hers. So it flips. And that went way off the mat, but it was face up. So she's gonna add her power to Hydabat, and since tribes didn't match, goes to use pile. So Hydabat wins. Undi gets knocked out. And now she's got 2 more to attack with. Anything else?
No. Pass.
Okay. Huh, so back to me. I get to wake up 1 yokai. I'm gonna pick B3 and K1 and untap everybody. These mats are too small. Get my medals back and draw a card. Okay, I don't have anything to upgrade or power up this turn, so I'm just gonna start attacking. And I'm gonna start with B3 and K1. So when he attacks, she has to discard a power-up card in play. She's gonna pick one of Hydabat's. Just tapped. So B3 and K1, B3 and K1, come on, has 1100 power, so who are you gonna block with? So who's gonna block?
Popsicle.
Alright. Popsicle has 500 power to B3 and K1's 1100. So we're gonna choose to use metals.
I cannot.
She doesn't have anything to pick. I am not gonna use mine. So Bin K wins. So Popsicle loses. And when she's put to sleep, she gets to tap one of my yokai. So there goes Schmoopy. So 2 yokai left to try and hit her 1 time. This is scary. Alright, I'm just gonna attack with Komasan for 500 power. All evil is 1100.
Plus he gains an additional 300.
Yeah, his ability gains 300 when he's being attacked by a charming tribe. So we're gonna choose to use metals. I am not, because it's not gonna help me even if I win. So Komasan's gonna go to sleep. And then lastly, Dazabel's going to attack. And then she can try and wake up somebody if she has the same card in her hand. And by wake up, I mean untap, and by same card, I mean same tribe.
So I'm gonna discard Kappa and untap Rostina.
Okay.
To your attack.
So 1100 to my... What is she? 400? 400. Yeah. I am not going to use my metals. Dazabel's going to go to sleep, and that's the end of my turn. So it's going to go to her turn. She has to wake up 1 yokai. She's going to wake up Negatibuzzz, untap everybody. Giant yokai. And then she's gonna get her medals back and draw a card.
To discard Hydabat.
Okay.
To bring out Shivanya.
Hey, there he is finally.
I'm gonna power him up.
Okay, just draw a card.
Draw a card. I'm gonna power him
She's
up.
gonna power up Jibanyan, of course. And draw a card.
Draw a card. I'm gonna try to use my action card.
So she's gonna play Do Your Thing, way off camera. Flip a coin, see what happens. And it failed. So it just goes over there. Since it was just a test for the card, doesn't get used up, it just goes back there.
I needed that.
No, you don't need that, you're fine.
I needed that. Okay. That's it on my turn.
So she's gonna start attacking now, I'm pretty sure.
I
I don't have anything to block with.
I'm gonna attack with Jibanyan.
So Jibanyan attacks. Jibanyan has 400 power, 500 power. And I'm gonna discard Blazion because he's brave. And Binky, help me, please. Tap him to block. So he has 1100 power to Jibanyan's 500. Thank you, Line. So we're gonna choose to use metals if we want to. And reveal. No. Alright. So Jibanyan goes to sleep.
He's
She was there for a turn. Okay, so who's next?
I'm gonna pass.
She's gonna pass. Okay. So I get to wake up one yokai. Who am I gonna choose, actually? I got Undy down there. Nope, that's Mochismo. Actually gonna pick Mochismo. He gets the ability if someone's asleep. Then untap everybody. Get the medals back and draw a card. Okay, I need to win this turn. So I'm just gonna go all out. I'm going to discard the Undy stack to play a Pandal, and then discard the Dazzabell stack to play an Undy, and power him up to draw a card. So I'm going to attack with Pandal first, because I draw a card when he attacks. So I draw a card. Who are you going to block with? Frostina first?
Yep.
That's actually a bad thing. I didn't think about that. Because when Frostina wins a battle, she taps all of the yokai of that tribe. So she's going to tap all of the brave. That's really, really bad. Yeah.
As you were like doing that, I was going, yep, brave, 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 brave.
Well. And they even have Shmoopy that can't be blocked by Charming. So I really should have attacked the Shmoopy first. I may have just lost the game because of that. So yeah, I can't boost him up enough to win this battle anyways, so I'm not going to choose to use a medal. I'm pretty sure you're not either. Okay. Handle dies. Undy gets tapped. Neither Benkei gets tapped. And Machismo gets tapped. That's really, really, really bad. Huh. Well, just for spite, Shmoopy's gonna attack. She has 800 power to All Evil's 1100.
Plus the 300.
Plus 300. Even if I flip my medal, it's not going to be enough. So I'm actually going to choose not to use my medal. And Shmoopy's going to get knocked out and close. This is really bad. I end my turn.
Right.
So she wakes up a yokai first. Jilanyan or Popsicle. Alright, so she's going to wake up Popsicle. Untap everybody. Get her medals back and draw a card.
I'm gonna attack with negative buzz first.
Okay. So, how many cards does Negative Buzz have?
Oh.
So it's 300 plus 200 is 500. So, let's... Oh no. So I just realized something really bad. All my Charming went to sleep. And those are the two cards I have in my hand. So I can't discard to wake up Charming like I was originally intending to do because I'm dumb. So... yeah. I'm going to try and wake up Benkei. So let's pray. That is face down. So I did not wake up Benkei. So I have to take the attack. I draw my last life card, and now her turn's over. So now it's my turn. So let's wake up Shmoopy. Untap everybody. Get my medals back, and draw a card. Okay, so I need to win even harder this turn, so it's time for shenanigans. First, I'm going to upgrade Mochismo, or power him up, I mean, to draw a card. Then I'm going to discard Komasan to play Komajiro. And power up Komajiro to draw a card. Then I'm going to discard this stack to play Dazzabell. So I've got 6 yokai to work with. Then I'm going to play my energy card, Burst of Energy. And Burst of Energy says, at the end of my turn, I get to untap all of my yokai. So I'm attacking with everybody this turn. Okay, I'm just going to start attacking. So Benkei is going to go first. He's got 1100 power, and she has to discard a power-up card when he attacks. So we're going to discard. One of negative buzzes. Alright, so who's gonna block?
Frosty.
Oh, good. Frostina's gonna block. So thankfully only half of my yokai are brave this time. So let's choose to use metals. We're both gonna flip. So you flip first and please mess up. Yay! Now I have to win! Yay! And she's pouting. So I barely win, so Frostina goes to sleep. Grumpily. Now let's go with Undy. Undy's gonna attack for 500. So Popsicle blocks for 500. So she's gonna tap Schmoopy. So suddenly I'm down to 3 attacks. So next, let's go with Decibel for 200. And she gains 100 power when she's attacking, so 300. And Leadoni's gonna block for 800. So get to choose to use metals. And we're gonna reveal. I can use mine. And I failed. So I lose that battle horribly. So Decibel goes to sleep. And now Mochismo is going to attack. And since Yokai is sleeping, he's going to get the power-up bonus. So he is 600, he is 900 power. And she's choosing All Evil to block with 1200 power. Alright, so now we're going to choose to use metals or not. They're both going to flip, so she goes first. Perfect. So she landed face up, so it's going to stay, but it not wrong tribe, so flip mine, and I failed. So, All Evil wins that one. Mochismo's gonna go to sleep, and now it's just Komajiro's time to shine. Attack?
Discard.
And she discards to wake up All Evil. So I don't have any metals to flip, she doesn't either, so Komajiro just goes to sleep. So I'm gonna reorganize so you can actually see who's awake and who's not. And then I end my turn.
Okay.
So she has to wake up one first. She's gonna wake up Frostina, untap everybody, get her medals back, and draw a card. And I totally forgot, and she reminded me, I played this energy card like an hour ago. So they actually all get to untap. I'm just gonna untap the awake ones for the sake of room. So there we go.
I'm going to discard Japonian. I'm sorry. Put out right about.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack first with Negative Buzz.
Okay, so Negative Buzz has 400. I am in a bad spot. I'm gonna block with Undy for 500. So choose to flip metals. I don't have any to flip. She's not going to. Okay, so since Undy wins, I get to draw a card. Hopefully this card can help me untap some dudes later on. So who's next? Leadoni? So Leadoni has 800, and she gets to choose who blocks. Snoopy's gonna block. Alright, so 800 to 800. I don't have anything to flip, so she's gonna flip first. F. So she wins, but she loses the medal. Leadoni gets to knock out Schmoopy. And next, Frostina.
Yeah.
Frostina has 1200 to Benkei's 1100. So I'm gonna block with Benkei. And I don't have any medals to flip. She's gonna flip hers.
I don't need to flip.
You don't need to flip, jerk.
Yeah. It goes through.
So, yep, he goes to sleep. And then she has 1 attack left. 2 attacks left. Is all evil?
Yep.
And now I can discard that card I drew because Undy won. Except it's charming. and Schmoopy lost. So I can't untap anything. I don't have anything to untap or medals to flip. That was the other card in my hand, and I can't discard an action card to untap somebody. And I can't draw any more life cards, so that's the game. So of course the one we filmed is the one I lose. Of course.
Yeah.
So that's it. Good game.
Okay.
Jerk. And that's it for this video. We'll be doing a separate video later on that has the advanced battle mechanics in it, so you can see how that works. But that's it for this video. As always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. That is not a flip. That was not a flip. Also not a flip. What's going on? Second flipping. We'll get to choose to use medals. We're gonna pick one up. Flip it again. No, wait. Comes up sideways. Yeah.
Both gonna flip, so you flip first. Wow.